Hi, I'm Shamani and welcome back to my channel. So this video is sort of a different one from the ones that I usually do. I usually do like sit down advice videos, but this one's a little different because this one does not have any script to it, and we're just gonna get ready with me while I talk about some random things that just generally come to my mind. So yeah, let's start. If you're interested, keep watching. I've already washed my face and I'm gonna do my skincare and start my makeup. If you're interested in the products that I'm using, I'll make sure to mention them in the description box below, so you can check it out if you want. Okay, so let's start. So I want to say that a couple months ago I turned 23, that is in May, and there are a lot of things that I've realized lately. Not exactly when I turned 23, but over the past couple years. Okay, so all of these different things like friendships, adulting, responsibilities, getting older, all of that. And so let me tell you something about friendships. So I was the one who has always been an introvert, and I'm still an introvert, but that I used to feel like it's a very bad thing, and that you should have a lot of friends, and that people who do have a lot of friends are usually really more popular and more happier in life. But lately I've realized that that's not the case. So you don't need to have a lot of friends in life. You see, the lesser group of friends that you have is better, because you see, friendships or relationships or any sort of relationships that you build in life, they do after all require a lot of effort for them to flourish. So you cannot, it's not possible for you to maintain so many relationships and keep putting your energy into all of them and maintaining them. And so it's better to have a smaller group of friends or lesser people that are close to you, and you're just giving all of your effort to them. But that being said, these people should be the ones that are really close to you and that you trust with your life. So you definitely need to have at least one or two people who are your idolize, right? So these people will be there for you no matter what. So in your downfall, in your good moments, and even if the whole world is against you, these are the people that will be there for you. So try to find such people and try to stick around with such people. And I know it's very rare to find such people in our generation, especially because in our generation we see a lot of people are just super selfish. Yeah, find people and stick with them. A small group of friends, really important. Okay, well, talking about small group of friends, I want to tell you something that a lot of my audience I have seen, you guys are mostly about to enter your college or are in your college right now, right? So from the age group of like 18 to 24. So you guys, let me tell you something, that when you are entering college and it's your first year or your second year, so you've been with a certain set of people all your school life, right? So once you enter college, you're gonna find a ton of different friends, because you're gonna be in XYZ club, in that club, in this club. You're gonna have your classmates, you're gonna have your schoolmates that are in your college right now. So you're gonna have 10 different groups, and you're gonna have a lot of different friends, right? And you're gonna feel on the top of all that I have so many groups and I have so many social plans. But and while that's not a bad thing, because of course you need to explore, you need to enjoy your college days, that's fine. But let me tell you that do not get swayed by all of this, because by the end of it, by the end of your last year or your second last year, you realize that only a few of them are actually your friends, and only a few of them will stick around, because friendships do fall out, and in the beginning everything seems very jolly and very happy, but then sometimes it's not necessary that you're just gonna break contact with these people or something's bad gonna happen and that's how you're gonna break contact. No, but it just falls out, because as I mentioned earlier, that you're a human and you cannot maintain all the friendships all at once. So that's one thing. So keep that thing in mind and enjoy your life. Also, talking about college, there's one thing that I definitely want to mention is that, see, you have lived with your parents and you have had the same set of people in your life during your school time, right? And now you're going into college. So one thing that I would highly recommend you all is to move out of your parents' house, and if possible, even better would be to move out of your hometown, move out of the city, because moving to a new city is gonna give you a whole new perspective on life. And I say that from experience because I moved to a bigger city for my college, and that has changed my life in so many different ways. In fact, that has made me a whole different person. So you should definitely move out, because that's when you'll realize that life is so different, the world moves differently, the people, everything is so different. And living alone teaches you a lot of things, and there are going to be good and bad experiences, let me tell you. But don't let those bad experiences dim you down, because that's life, and this is going to teach you so much about life. So please consider moving out if you can. Even if you cannot move out to a whole different city, try to move into the same city, but try to live with newer set of people. That's how you're going to learn about life, and you are going to become more responsible as well. So talking about responsibilities, let me tell you something that once you are getting done with your college, so you feel that there are so many things that you have to do. You have to get a job, and this is the time that you're supposed to figure out your career, that you're supposed to decide on a single career and then stick to it. There's so much pressure. Like, you have to find the exact right path that is going to give you success, and you do not have a lot of time because you've already done with your college. But relax, because it's not true. You are really in your prime ages, right? And this is the time where you can explore the most. And no, you don't have to necessarily have it all figured out. Why? Because let me tell you that in your 20s, you are free of responsibilities. You don't have a lot of responsibilities in your life. You are not carrying the burden of a family. I mean, not burden, but you do not have responsibilities of a family. You do not have kids to feed, and your parents are probably still earning, so you do not even have to take care of your family. So you're free to explore as much as you can while you do not have any responsibilities on your shoulder. So try different paths, try 10 different careers if you want to. If you feel like, oh, I want to be a tech person, or I want to get this particular job, but I also want to be a content creator, I also want to start my own podcast, or I want to start a journal business, etc. All of these different things, do it. It's fine if you do not get time to do all of them perfectly, and if you cannot hone all of these skills perfectly, but just try doing as much as you can. More than thinking, just start doing whatever it is that you want to do. And why I'm saying that is because, the more things you do, the more earlier it is that you'll figure out what exactly it is that gives you happiness, and what it is that triggers you or that you do not want in your life. So more experiences, the better human you become and the wiser you become. Early 20s, or 18, 19 years, like late teenagers, so that's when you should do a lot of different things. And I know it might seem overwhelming that I am in college and there are a lot of people watching me. I should not be in this club. I cannot do that dance competition. It will be so icky if people judge me, etc. etc. I get it. I know you have your college crushes and you're really scared to embarrass yourself in front of them, but trust me, you are gonna realize this so much later in life that was so silly, and you might regret not doing the things that you always wanted to do. So instead, just do whatever your heart feels like, and you might not get a chance to participate in all those competitions, or get into that dance competition, or do that stage skit, or do that stand-up comedy in your college. You might not get a chance to do all of this later in life, so might as well hit the opportunity and do whatever it is, because honestly no one's gonna remember your crushes, your friends, people in your college, your teachers. No one's gonna remember whatever you did, or even if something goes wrong. You are the one who's gonna cherish these memories forever. So just do it instead of having regrets, okay? When you are in your college years, you might have a lot of different priorities. You might feel like your relationship that you might be in is your priority, or that your friends are your priority, etc. But I'm not saying that, oh, just keep your career as your priority, or your studies should be your priority at this age. I'm not gonna give you that BS advice, but while that should be, you should obviously focus on your studies, and you should maintain your friendships, all of that. Yes, but what I want to say is, you yourself should be your first priority. And what do I mean by that is that, this is a very nice age to learn all of different skills that you want to, and hone your skills, learn 10 different things and grow as much you can as a human. I also want to tell you that you need to hone your emotional skills. A lot of us are really intelligent, but there are very few people who are emotionally intelligent in our generation. That's really unfortunate, but we are just so numb to everything, and we do not feel things deeply, or we do not understand things really easily. We lack a lot of emotional intelligence and emotional intimacy, and that is the most important thing that a person can have. How you can do that is by reading books, by watching a lot of different podcasts, by even on YouTube there are a lot of TED Talks about this, all of that. And being patient, like controlling your emotions, learning to act, react and not overreact, and learning to just understand people's emotions, being empathetic, being kind, etc., and not getting swayed by your own emotions, by your rage, or letting your emotions control you is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. So try to control your own emotions instead of letting them control you, and you are gonna win in life if you can do that. Sometimes you'll feel depressed, sometimes you will feel anxious, you'll feel like everyone has their lives figured out, and I am the one who doesn't know what to do in their career. I am the one who does not know what to do next in life, if to go for masters or not, if this career is good for me, if to get the placements or not, I'm not getting an internships, etc., etc. And that is a very dark phase in your life if you keep spiraling into those thoughts. And that might lead to depression, that might lead to anxiety, and that happens to most of us. You might feel you're alone in this, and you might not tell anyone about this, but trust me, that happens to most of us. Even if we seem the happiest in our life, that is happening to most of us. How you can control it, or how you can get better with the situation, is by moving your body. It is as simple as that, because I have been there. I have been that kid who was perfectionist and wanted to be on top of everything, and when that did not happen, my world felt crumbled. I literally was so depressed and so anxious that why am I not on top of everything? Why is all of this so overwhelming? Why can I not have it all figured out at this point? And that's when I realized that I had wasted 3 to 4 months thinking about all of this, and punishing myself, being depressed, anxious about everything in life. I just needed to move my body, get out and reconnect with nature. I know this might sound really vague and silly, but it really does work. When we are into all of these thoughts, it's mostly in your mind, and your mind feels stuck, or and your brain feels like it's not moving, it's stuck and it's in a constant loop. Move your body, and if your body feels stuck, move your mind. So how that works is that when you feel like you're thinking about the same things and everything feels overwhelming in life, then just go for a walk without your phone, without any distractions, anything. Just go for a walk around your society, or just move your body, dance like a kid, or just go for swimming. Whatever physical activity that you can do, do it. And that is gonna tell your brain to get out of that rut. I would definitely recommend meditation to you guys. And so, like, moving your body, meditation, and also journaling. So by journaling, I don't necessarily mean that you have to take a nice, aesthetic journal and a golden pen and write with that. No, you don't need that. You can even just jot down on a normal piece of paper and then keep it, or just type on your phone notes app. You can just do that. Even that helps. Just put your thoughts out, and you're gonna feel lighter. So because there's so much going on in your brain all the time, and you're thinking so much, it's continuously overworking your brain. So once you put that down somewhere, once you let it out somewhere, on a paper or on your phone, you're just gonna feel really relaxed. It's like something, like a burden was lifted off of your chest. So try that and let me know if that works for you. Learn about finances. I know it sounds really boring and you might not be interested in doing that, but learning about finances is the biggest favor that you're going to do for yourself. Learning about your own finances, managing your money, budgeting, etc., is gonna make you a rich person. A lot of us are gonna fall into wrong relationships, that I'm sure of, because that's our age and that's what we do. We make mistakes, we stumble, we fall, we break our own hearts, and people break our hearts. Firstly, there's this notion that your life is miserable, and then a person's gonna come into your life and make it all happy and all pink and jolly and butterflies. But that is not true, okay? So for you to have a really successful relationship, you actually need to be happy about yourself, in yourself, and you need to be a complete human being already to have a nice relationship with someone. Because only when your cup is full, you can pour into someone else. So relationship is not like two incomplete human beings coming together and then trying to figure out life. No, it does not work like that. It's two complete human beings coming together and building a new life. What I've told you earlier as well is that you just need to keep going and your time will come. आज उनका दिन है, कल तुम्हारा दिन आएगा. तो ऐसे कंपेयर मत करो अपनी लाइफ को. इट्स फाइन, लाइफ गोज ऑन, और जब तुम्हारा टाइम आना है तब आएगा ना. तो अभी किसी और के पास देखकर ऐसे सोचो मत, अपनी लाइफ के बारे में बुरा मत सोचो. लाइक तुम्हारी लाइफ भी यूनिवर्स ने ही लिखी है और उनकी लाइफ भी यूनिवर्स ने ही लिखी है. तो इट ऑलवेज हैज़ डिफरेंट प्लान्स फॉर एवरीवन, राइट? तो किसी का रोड मैप और तुम्हारा रोड मैप सेम नहीं हो सकता है. सो जस्ट keep that in your mind and keep going. Don't stop. So whatever is meant for you will be yours, and whatever is not meant for you will not become yours, no matter how hard you try. Keep manifesting good things, keep being a nice person, keep being a good person, and keep being kind to everyone. Learn to be emotionally intelligent. Don't let your emotions control you. Try to have as much fun as you can in your late teens, in your 20s, in your early 20s, because before the responsibilities come, you are actually a free human being. So why not make the most of it? I'm gonna put my perfume. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. I just passed out of college last year. So this is what I have more or less learned about life in these years. I just wanted to share that with you all in this different format of a video. So let me know in the comments below that if you like these kinds of videos or not, and what was your favorite yap session from this complete video. And if you like it, please do share, because YouTube algorithm loves these videos if you share it, and it shows them to more people, so it really helps me. And also let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of these videos, or you prefer the sit down talking videos that I usually do. Let me know what sort of more videos that you want to see, what topics, what kind of videos that you want to see. And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, please. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.